Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Chili Games, and if you are looking at the screen right now, we are featuring the Tier 7 Premium JN Fire Breather, the Atago. Atago, Atago, whatever you want to call it. So, when I told you guys I got a couple toys, I got I got a couple toys, and Atago was literally, like, I've wanted this ship for a long time, and it wasn't until recently, probably like a couple months, to where I was kind of like, I don't really need it because I play Mogami a lot, and obviously Atago and or Atago and Mogami are insanely similar, but they're also different. Look at that. Look at the torpedo angles right there. I mean, that's some actual, like, very good torpedo angles. The only thing about it is that is going to be split in half. And a little break on that real quick because of this move right here. I should not be where I am. I wanted to come right here, but, you know, there was obviously a chance for this to happen. However, I get spotted, wait a couple seconds because I know they're going to be trying to get a lock on me. And that's going to take a few seconds. As soon as I think that they're going to be locked and shooting, I brake hard and turn away, and we're safe. So, right here, you see how it's cut in half there? You have two torpedo launchers on both sides, just like Mogami, and that is going to cut. I don't know if I like it or not. Obviously, you can be more aggressive with this thing because you have torps in the front. But the biggest thing with this ship here is, and especially how you play this ship, is it kites away, and I feel like Mogami having the torpedo tubes in the back, they're in the perfect spot. You know, if you're in a spot to where you have to be aggressive with the Mogami, and you need torpedoes, I would like to say that, like, you know, you're out of position. You usually need, knowing what your ship has and what it lacks is how you play around it. So if you put yourself in a situation where you need torps in Atago's kind of positions, then it's like you're kind of out of position for the ship, to be honest. So, however, Atago does have that option, but it only is for that first set up at the front. The second set is going to be in the back, just like Mogami. Another key difference is that I actually hate, oh my lord, I hate. So, Atago has about maybe 0.7, 0.8 less distance, less range on the main guns, and it also has, oh, did you see that salvo? That was disgusting. Absolutely ridiculous. It has about 0.8 kilometers less range than Mogami will, and its reload is 13.4 seconds, and I'm running the same build like I am on Mogami, so everything is exactly similar. Also, because the Mogami gets about 12.5 seconds on the reload, which in terms doesn't seem like a lot, but 12.5 is already a lot for 203s, especially when you have something like Martel shooting out like 8. I can get Baltimore below 10 now. So 12.5 is a lot. 13.4. You're gonna be digging out with things like Odin, man. Like, oh man, it's noticeable. It is very noticeable. And I apologize. I just sneezed before I recorded, and I gotta get this recording done. And every time I sneeze, I sniffle for like the next like day and a half. I swear. So I apologize about that. It's a little bit faster. It's about a knot faster than the Mogami. So nothing crazy in terms of, like, you know, it's gonna feel so much different. It's a little bit faster. I think the propulsion is slower. I'm running propulsion mod. I always run propulsion mod. This thing does not get up and go. See, I would feel completely comfortable in a position like this with the Mogami. Here, I was like, oh god, like, send up past my broadside. What am I doing? However, I had faith in what I was doing, and I decided to reverse. Most people think that you're going to go forward. We reverse out, and we're okay. So, as similar as Mogami and Atago feel, they do feel different, and a lot of that is because I have played Mogami a lot. I have over 400 games in the Mogami. It's definitely my one of my favorite ships to play for sure. So any kind of minute detail I will be able to feel in game, and it feels like the get up and go is slower. Because you see here, I feel like I'm caught broadside more than I would be in Mogami. A lot of that I feel like has to be because of the range. It is only effectively about a kilometer difference, Uh, just because you can shoot at 19 kilometers or whatever doesn't mean you can actually hit something at 19 kilometers. So I would say that it's about a kilometer difference in terms of actual gameplay. You have to be closer, which means you're a little bit more vulnerable to literally everyone shooting at you. And I don't know, maybe the couple games that I had played in this thing, the torpedo, how it was laid out, it kind of got me killed. And it's not that I was kind of forcing torpedoes, but I just felt like I don't know. It was different. I wanted to try something different. I didn't want to try and play it exactly like Mogami because I was like, I mean, we'll try and play this thing's strengths. It's obviously different, so we'll try and squeeze it out a little bit different here. And kind of worked, kind of didn't. It wasn't as good as Mogami at doing what Mogami does, but also to say if Atago is better, I really and I would have to play it more, but I really don't think that it is that much better. Some people swear by it. I don't really know. I don't know. It does have the option to have the torpedo upgrade in the fifth module slot, and you can get your torpedoes. God, I forget. I was looking at it last night. 76 knots, I think, but they're only 8 kilometers. So again, you're kind of going out of your role. You're not good bowing. You're not, you know. I mean, if you're up against a good player, if you're bowing into somebody in a cruiser, they're going to wipe the floor with you. Your ship isn't built for that. So yes, you have shorter range torpedoes, but it's like, why would you be that close in this kind of ship anyways? Your entire ship, your concealment, your reload, your guns, your fire chance is all built on being a little bit further back as a spammer. You're not some sort of brawler like something like a Wichita could be, or Edinburgh or Hipper. So the torpedo angles are actually kind of they they're not needed. They don't fit the play style. I feel like there have been times where Mogami's torpedoes have been like, oh man, I don't have the angle there. But see, like I can only get one set off here, and I would have to show complete broadside there to even get that first set off. So I don't know. It's weird. It was always a thing that everyone says that it has better torpedo angles, but it's like it has you could say they're better, but are they more effective for this ship, for this play style? I really don't think so. And if you're going to be paying, I mean, 750,000 global XP for this thing, it's like, is that all I'm getting? and that's what I'm going to come down to. So the reason why I'm so happy that I've been blessed, they gave me the opportunity for a community contributor, is now I can get ships like this and I can give my opinion on, is this worth it? Is you spending X amount of time in this game going to be worth investing in this? I would have to tell you first, full on, get Mogami first. Do not buy Atago straight out of the gate, not knowing how to play it, not knowing how to play the line. You need to play the line. You absolutely need to play Aoba, Mayoko, and Mogami. If you do not like Mogami, there is a very, very high chance that you will not like Atago. They are literally the same class of ship, same playstyle. They just have tweaks and very minute details. So I mean, that's, that's my opinion. Some people swear by it, and I don't doubt their capabilities with the ship. But in my opinion, are these minute details worth 750,000 global XP? No. I would be curious about the Prince Eugen because I don't have it, but I would like to have it. So at some point, maybe I would be able to get that, but I don't know. To me, if you have Mogami and you like Mogami, the differences in the Atago are not worth 750,000 global XP, and that's my opinion. Something that does feel different though is the shell velocity. It feels faster. I mean the shell arcs they feel like laser beams kind of. I mean when I'm shooting at this kind of difference, I don't know. And like I said, I don't know specific numbers for sure. And you see here, I have my pants caught down. I got stuck with a fire. I burned it. I don't have a damage con. My engine got knocked out, giving me a full broadside for this Leon. So super bad play on my part. Don't use your damage con. Hold out. Play the smart play. And he's not going to be done with me. But yeah, it's a great ship. Like we were able to do well in this match, but I could have done the same thing in Mogami, and I would have been I would be so upset if I ended up spending 750,000 global XP because it's like, wow, I've already played Mogami so much and I like the ship and I do well in it. It's like this was not a different experience. When I eventually get a global XP ship, I want to be like, okay, I could never have this for any other ship in the game. This is unique. My grind is justified, and that's what I feel like. Any kind of premium ship, your grind is justified, your money's justified. That's what I want, to feel like if I get a ship, and that's what I want to, kind of in my opinions, reviews, whatever you want to call them, be like, I want you to realize what you're getting, and I want you to know, justify your money spent. For me, it's a little bit harder to do. So, Commander Build is going to be the exact same, like I said earlier in the video. It's the same. I feel like that's probably the best way to run it. What else am I going to say? Oh, biggest thing with Atago is it's got nerfed. So, and I say nerfed, but it kind of got power crept by literally everything. So when the ship came out by the campaign ship, Atago was the only tier 7, and a lot of you probably know this, it was the only tier 7 cruiser with heals. Tier 7 cruisers did not always have heals, and that was, an update after it was after Christmas, actually. Because I remember doing the Yamato test event without them. So that gives you the heals give you a massive advantage. I don't care who you are. If you don't think 2 or 3 heals for a cruiser at tier 7 are, a lifesaver, then you're taking way too many citadels and massive damage. 10 extra 1,000 HP from heals is absolutely massive in terms of a cruiser. So when it first came out, this was the only cruiser with heals, and a good player could really nickel and dime that extra health a lot. Now that every other cruiser got heals in one of the updates a while ago, what does Atago offer that's completely different? It lost its niche of kind of having the heal. That was its big thing. It's a very good cruiser, but it had a heal. It had a distinct advantage over other options, and now I really don't see that. And in my opinion, I do think Mogami is better. I think Mogami is it's longer range, faster reload. The torps are fine. They're going to be kiting away anyways, so you're going to always have torpedo angles. Same fire chance, same shell damage. Mogami is a better long range spammer than Atago is, and in my opinion, this thing is built. It looks like it's built to be a little bit more aggressive, but it's like, do you really want to be aggressive in this thing? You do not have, if you want to go play an aggressive cruiser, there are tons of options out there. I mean, there's Hipper, there's Edinburgh, there's Wichita, there's Baltimore. You can battle tank with those things. With this thing, you cannot. So that is kind of my 2 cents on it. If you have Mogami and you don't like it, I highly suggest do not get Atago then. If you do like Mogami and you're like, well, I want it, go right ahead. That's just my opinion. Decent game there. And that is going to be my thoughts on the Atago, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.